What's going on, guys? Welcome to our channel here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. Today we're going to be doing an oil change on a GMC 2015 Yukon, but this is the 5.3 liter Ecotec engine that is used from 2013 to present. Okay, so this oil change will literally work for 2013 and newer. Okay, what we're going to do, it's an 8-quart oil change. We got two 5-quart tanks here. The reason we did that is because we got a better deal at AutoZone. We have the filter, which is the STP filter at S10590XL. And then we're also going to be doing an air filter change, and that is the SA8755 from the STP. And we're going to show you guys a tutorial and teach you guys step by step on how to do this oil change. The tools you're going to really need is a 15mm socket, okay, with your wrench. And then some shop towels. You're gonna need under the car, your oil catch can, and a cardboard so you don't get anything onto your cement in your garage or your driveway. We actually also picked up the cars on some blocks, some 4x6s or whatever those are, and to kind of give us some more clearance for filming. Let's go ahead and dive in onto this oil change, starting now. Now under the car, everybody, and we are gonna remove this oil drain plug. Now, this is right under, I would say, kind of the dashboard area of the car, right behind this frame piece. So you guys aren't confusing yourself. The oil filter is right next to it. You'll see that it's the white piece there, and the oil drain plug is here as well, okay? Let's go ahead and drop that oil. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. What I like to do is actually start using my finger, and because this oil is going to come out of pressure, I like to put the oil catch can up, and it's going to come out at an angle, kind of like a waterfall. So you want to make sure that your catch can is catching it. And the cool thing about my catch can is I have a net inside, so if that oil drain plug drops or the bolt, then it actually just falls right there on that netting. You want to do it as quick as possible. Don't be scared. Do it like you mean it. All right, I got kind of some on the side and didn't place it like I was saying, but that's a mistake a lot of people do. I feel like an idiot because that's a noob mistake, but again, we're gonna have to clean some cement. Okay. So the oil is dripping. We cleaned up our little spill there. What I would like to say is you get that little drip there. Some people actually wait a while for it to stop dripping. I don't really care for kind of that little run once I got majority of everything out. I'm going to put the bolt back on. Okay. So this bolt doesn't have a washer, but I'm going to tighten it the same way. You want to just make sure it's a snug tighten. And then what we're going to do is we're going to remove also this filter. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. All right, and those can be a pain. Sometimes you need a filter tool, but I am pretty sure I can remove this with my hands. And make sure your oil catch can is going to be right under that, because you're going to start getting a lot of drip. Okay, so filter is off now, and you saw how it got the dripping everywhere. I'm going to remove this dirty glove. And reason being, I told you guys to put a cardboard under that, is you guys see why. I think you guys should try to put as big as a piece of cardboard as possible. We're gonna let that drip for a little bit, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean that filter surface, and then we're gonna put on that new filter right now. This is going to be our new STP filter. All right. Make sure that the gasket, see this gasket on this filter? Make sure that when you take off the old one that this gasket comes with it. I have ran across where the filter comes off, but this gasket stays stuck or kind of glued over to the filter housing. And let's go ahead and wipe that off real quick. Go. It's completely clean. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slowly screw this on. Make sure it goes on easy with your hand. And just very nice and snug. Okay. And now we're going to tighten it with our 15. We're done with draining the oil along with the filter. Let's go ahead and head over to the top side of the engine and fill up and test it and see how much oil we're going to put in. So now what we're going to do is pop that oil cap off. This is on the driver's side of the engine. And let's go ahead and do that. There you go. What we're going to do is we're going to use a funnel here so we don't spill. Just like that. Make sure that your funnel is placed just like that with your long side low. And we're going to pour up to about 8 quarts. Once I get to about 7.5 quarts, I'm going to level out the car and start testing the dipstick. So we're going to do about 3 quarts out of the second one. Okay, so we're at about 7.5 quarts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to level out the car, check my dipstick, and then add accordingly to make sure I'm right at the full line. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so car's leveled. If you want to come over here and check out the dipstick, we're going to pull that out. We're going to wipe it off once to make sure. And I'm going to show you guys where you have to be. See those 2 little notches, minimum and maximum? You kind of have those little lines running through. You want to be at that top line. Let's go ahead and dip it in again. Now I'm about right here, okay? You still get some kind of oily residue here and stuff, but you can tell that the line is right here. We're gonna have to add about another 1/2 quart, which again, does take about 8 quarts. Let's go ahead and do that. See where we're at right now? We're perfectly right there actually, 8 quarts, okay? So we're gonna leave it right there. That's perfect for us. We're happy with that. We are now done with the oil change. We're gonna set this dipstick back in. Remove this funnel and then put the oil cap back on. All right, so we're here at the air box filter. The problem is that the auto parts store gave us the wrong filter inside the box. They gave us a cabin air filter. This is supposed to be literally what's on the box, a air intake filter. So we're gonna have to return this, but just wanna finish up with this video so I don't waste your guys' time. 4 screws on the air intake box. It's gonna be 1 in each corner, 1 here, 1 here, there, and there. What you're gonna do is you're gonna remove this air MAF sensor, and I'm gonna show you guys that real quick, how to do that. You can literally just push it up with a screwdriver, that red, and then you're gonna press that little latch and it slides up just like that, okay? You're gonna remove this. You're also gonna loosen this O-ring or this bracket here, and you're going to have to slide this box that way, okay? There's gonna be a little plug there as well. A little clipping. You're gonna have to pop that clipping out of that little hole there, okay? We're not gonna show you guys exactly how, but it literally just slides out at that point. You're gonna have to just kind of maneuver it to slide it out once everything is off. And then you just replace the filters the same exact way you take it off. You're gonna put it back on, all right? Now, we appreciate you guys watching our video here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. What we're gonna do is we're gonna refer you to the 1 minute how to reset your oil light, because we're not gonna put it all in one video. And we're gonna refer you to our channel and check out for that 1 minute reset your oil light for a 2015 GMC Yukon. Let's go ahead and do that. Thank you and God bless.